And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. You look at the Timberwolves. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And of course Memphis. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for Minnesota, they are, in my eyes, one of the big surprises of the young season. I mean, no doubt the talent was there, but I just didn't think it would come together this fast.
You weren't alone in thinking that, but you've got to credit the coaching staff. I mean, they've done a terrific job.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Beasley. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with McDaniels. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Edwards in at the 3.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. This is their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Beasley, the pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Winslow with it. Picked up by Edwards. Morant against Russell. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 5. Buried from 15 feet out. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs for those teams in the upper half of the standings, Greg, how much are they looking at seeding and their potential playoff opponents?
You know, Kevin, guys won't admit to it, but it's human nature to think ahead, to try and map out that route through the brackets. And you get a sense if you played a team 3 or 4 times, how you match up, what you do well against them, and what are areas of concern for you.
Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the dunk by Towns.
Man, what a sweet pass by Russell. He has a great instinct for finding those opportunities on the floor.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Morant passes to Jackson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Well, with the trades, controversy, everything that surrounded D'Angelo Russell early in his career, you might forget he made an all-star game when he was just 22.
Now here's Morant. Last time, 45 points for him.
No, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Timberwolves trail by 4.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ.
Oh, what a beautiful point!
Did you see that? Great. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Morant outside. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Morant.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Passes to Melton. Down low. Here's Tillman, and he jams it with authority.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And it's Russell missing.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Knocked loose. Towns with the steal. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oh, man, this is why the team can rely on Russell. He's always ready to do what it takes to finish the play.
Anderson up top. Edwards defending. And McDaniels with the block. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Edwards with the stop.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Pass to Clark. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
And there's the pass to Melton. That one drops for him.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far, both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. But we got a lot of game left to play.
Edwards. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit the coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
So on the floor for Memphis, Jaren Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Melton in at the point. Here's Melton. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
It's Russell with the drive. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Some changes for Memphis. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Allen comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Winslow subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Outside Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Inside. Edwards. That's good. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The drive by Allen. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. The Timberwolves have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Russell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 12.
Well, he's always been known as a streaky player. And tonight, Russell's streak is the good kind. He's rolling.
Allen outside. Pass to Valanciunas. That one misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that win.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Okogie's checked in for Minnesota. The Grizzlies also making a change. Morant's checked in. All alone. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Pass to Edwards. For three. Reed the pass to Vanderbilt. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
On the free throw, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Pass to Jackson. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the three as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the three-point line.
The pass to Okogie. Allen against Edwards. From 10 feet out. Second chance shot. Vanderbilt. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
The Timberwolves split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Anderson comes in for Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Grayson Allen. And that one misses. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Melton's shot is good.
That's nice hustle up the court. I mean, a nice pass to reward that hustle.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. And the basket by Okogie.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
Got a piece of it. Now Morant. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. To the inside. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Okogie, the pass to Reed. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Melton. Edwards defending. Melton feeling it out a bit. Clark with a wide open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one drops.
You know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for Edwards.
Well, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Here's Morant. The teardrop falls in. Morant's got 8 points.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
Here's Reed. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sport. The first half, it was all about D'Angelo Russell. He had 14 points, 4 assists, and 1 block. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game.
They've got McDaniels. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Edwards in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. It's Morant in the corner. Hands the shot with nobody near him. 10 points for him.
Right there, Morant showing his ability to work off the ball. I mean, he found some space and knocked down the shot.
Beasley with a clean look, and again it's Minnesota.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Jackson finds Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And Jackson gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Nobody near Allen. And the rejection by Towns. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball. He gets that one. Towns has got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Culver's checked in for Minnesota. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Anderson comes in for Morant. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Allen's got 9. Timberwolves leading by 4. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Melton. He's guarded by Russell. Down low, Anderson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anderson's got his second bucket. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And
Finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. John Morant, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. And a good time now to show you the centers and power forwards from around the NBA that have had the softest touch here in the second half of the season. Number one, Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, he's gotten to the top of that list because he has a terrific sense and touch around the basket. He just finds ways to convert low post opportunities.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. .106 left in the third quarter of the game. Morant passes to Clark, and Clark slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
.55 seconds left to play in the third. Beasley with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns kicks to Beasley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Culver passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Morant passes to Anderson. Here's Tillman. He gets it in there.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
Towns is doubled. Beasley for three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
But he's been there for them, but they haven't needed him much.
Morant against Rubio. Allen for three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Allen's got 12 in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant now in at the guard spots. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Here's Culver, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And how about the balance there from Culver? Really good at staying in control despite the D being all over him.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Okogie comes in for Culver. On the wing, Winslow. Back to Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. And that's 13 points for John Morant.
I tell you what, when Morant hits this shot with consistency, it sets up everything else you want to run.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Start it.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins's message to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Morant. And he lays it straight in. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Inside, Morant doesn't seem to have an obvious advantage, but his moves get him to the bucket.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And they pick up 2.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Allen outside. On the wing, Winslow. From deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now, here's McDaniels. Guarded by Jackson. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Lays it up off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Pass to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 8th assist in the game.
With the strong motor and basketball IQ, Valanciunas remains unfazed by pressure situations.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Allen with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Allen passes to Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Easy to see why they go to Morant here. I mean, come on. He's good at coming up with the big bucket.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 1:49 left here in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. There's the lob to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Morant with a wide-open look. Oh, and that one had the right spit on it, and it is good. Morant's got 12 points here in the second half. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Here's Jackson. On the wing, Winslow. Back to Jackson, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Minnesota, they've gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. Yes!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 1. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Allen. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. To the paint. Yes!
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Edwards with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. On the free throw, no good. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. It falls!
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And you gotta like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that ties the game up.
Boy, they would have loved to grab the lead there, but you can't make them all.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Jackson, guarded closely. Six to shoot. From deep. Count it!
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 3. 5 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really, and a